was breaking, a love I was taking. I wanted to know. Got the feeling that love was on the outside. You want me to find. Got me thinking love isn't the answer. Well, no time. I think about the love we left. I think about the love we had. You and me both. You wanna touch me. You want the real thing. Gave you what you wanted. The elevator comes down sometimes. My mind is on fire and I don't think it's coming down. So tell me now. So tell me now. When you find someone, tell them how you feel. 'Cause tomorrow isn't promised. Love is always honest. If you wanna find the real deal, relax your mind. Just take it slow. No need to rush. Just feel the flow. I want you now. No need to wait. Tell me, are you ready? Tell me.
Good morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. These tend to be a lot more contemplative. Now, admittedly, I was doing more of the drawing stuff before, so I don't know how it's going to work out with this. But after a couple attempts at drawing, with various levels of success, is it pictures? Yeah, so this was the most recent attempt. It's pretty rough, and you still lose all the details at emote size. As far as like the headlights, and just still kind of a muddy mess. And we should actually over-erased some body down here. So I'm kind of hoping to get something that's easier to modify. If I build it up out of parts, so then we can just take an element and increase its size or what have you. So I guess the first thing we need is some sort of size reference. And okay, so that can be... Well, I might want to leave some space. Do some background references. So that's not the actual properties we want. No paint, just a... Oh. Oops. And since this is just our boundary, we could probably do something like that. Yep, I think we created another object in here. Maybe up there? No, that's just stick my monitor. Alright. Okay, so that works here too. So that's our approximate boundary. Now I want to be able to build this up out of objects that we can recombine. So that's centered. That is perfect. I guess we can start with the dotted. Oop. We're going to have to see how that feels. And this is actually going to end up being a couple of objects. But this is kind of spacing things out. And this is going to need a tilt, but it's kind of an oval. Edit paths, select and transform. Oop. Edit meshes. Diagram connectors. Maybe it's a modifier. Oh, Alt. Click to select under the cycle select. Right move select by touch. Control select in groups. Drag for rubber band selection. That's not quite what I wanted. Rotate 90 degrees. Okay, looks like there's not a good way to rotate. Well, that's scary. Oh, wait, do we have tools over here? Oh, equal memory of the other monitor. Snap to centers. How do you rotate? This is like a basic SVG transform. Well, that is... That has to be one of the worst interfaces I've ever seen. Okay. Maybe it will be easier to freehand path that. As terrible as that will be, it's also... Wow, okay. Let's see. So, we're also going to have... Well, shoot. Well, no, actually I should do this one right on and then rotate the object. Although rotating is going to be a pain in the butt. I was not expecting rotation to be hard in this type of program. It seemed like a really, really basic operation. Now this one is going to be black. Now stroke paint. And we'll eventually have this over it, but... Oh, another thing I wanted to... Well, this is a decent opportunity to test that. So to do that, we'd actually... Well... Let's get... Let's get a starter object. Okay, nothing's going to be super easy here. So one of the things I want to try is if we make a group of that, is there an operation? There's a duplicate. No, I was wondering if there was a way to clone a object in such a way that updates to one would be updates to all. Because I could potentially use that to be working on one copy and then have another copy that was on a different color background to see how that looked. So we're going to want to actually develop this first. And then what was it? No. 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 Why can't I get a perfect circle now? Oh, there it is. It just took a while to snap. Oh, it's doing some other. It's trying to do some other object snapping. Well, that might be about right. Also, am I in? Okay, so that's part of the group. Do I double click to enter it? Okay. So now we can duplicate that. So that'll be our baseline. Then we'll want to end up with a head group. Can you not group a group? It seems you can't group a group. That is extremely disappointing. That means I can't... That's extremely disappointing. Wait. Why can I group these and I can't group these? Do I have to get a collision? Oh, geez, I have to get a collision on it. Okay. Alright, so now we can build this up and then work on the tilt. Now, I think the helmet is going to look like an overlay. And we may have to do the stars as a separate layer because it has a slightly different alignment. So what do we... Oop, no, I didn't want to modify the entire object. Oh no, undo, 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 undo. Actually, we want to enter into this object. No, I'm in circle tool again. One thing that's really unclear is which object I'm in. Is there any kind of... Duplicate window? Oh, no, it's literally a duplicate window. Okay. I was hoping that there was like some sort of like object graph view. There's an XML editor. There's a layers. Ow. So apparently you can work in explicit layers. Okay, that's layer. Objects, selection sets, symbols. Doc info. Visualize path. Well, it's XML tree. Okay. So rect circle. I thought I had grouped you. G4. Okay, so there's a group. It's all like all the head stuff. Wait, that's no, I want to be okay in there. But am I selecting it or am I in it? That's one of the things that's really not clear. Oh. Current layer. Maybe a bit better off using layers for this than groups. It would definitely make it easier to tell what you're in. So I don't know what layer 1 is. I guess right now everything's in layer 1. So we've got you can have sublayers. Maybe that is supposed to be the grouping interface. Maybe because I was in a group at the time. Well, it said it made one. It was like new document. But I don't know where it made it. Let's just try. It was some kind of new document. Oh, that's just the root directory. So it's not documents. It's not that either. Alright, layers. Alright, nothing's selected. We're not in any weird group modes. So we want to take this and put that in the frame layer. Wait, what is layer 2? I wish I could resize this. There we go. What is layer 2? It's nothing, apparently. Alright, so we've got the frame. Right now... what was... XML tree. Okay, so yeah, the groups are layers. Alright, so this is just this. So if we ungroup that, then that just becomes this layer. And I might leave these things as just regular groups off to the side. Alright, so if we're in the head... So I think I kind of know what I want to do here. And our color properties are all wrong. We want to set this up to do that bottom line. And now we need our object properties. Oh, no, actually we don't need those object properties. We need fill and stroke. So fill, none. We'll sort out exactly what that means in a bit. How do I... drag controls to make an arc or segment? Okay, that's what we want. Now that actually is going to be, well, we don't have a background right now, so it's kind of hard to do light colored things. Stroke paint. And let's alpha. Probably want more like a saturation, none. Stroke style. This is going to need to be pretty big to show up, so we want this to be... where's the layering controls? Wait. There is a clone. It's just only here. Okay. Why it wasn't in any of the other menus, I have no idea. You lost your groups as well. I guess it does a recursive ungroup. Also, oh, does this have different options? Clip group. How do we adjust layering? Oop, nope, not you. Well, maybe not. Maybe I have to be more careful about how I bring that in. Maybe I need to define a proper, well, the entire helmet doesn't necessarily have a proper edge here. It just kind of gets cut off. We might need an edge for visibility. And the top is going to have an edge. So this, we want duplicate. Probably need to get better colors established. So now you... No. Oh, no, it's in versus out, not that. Okay. What if I want the top arc? Oh, because I got 2 points here. I'll have to figure out what thickness actually looks good. And then we're also going to need a subset of that which is blue. And actually... Okay, so now this is where, well... Duplication may not work across layers. Yeah, duplication won't work across layers. Well, that's okay. So, frame can be here. What we might want to do... I think I may... Well, it'd be probably pretty easy to get them again. So, background of chat. We're going to go into our capture a little bit. Grab a color. Did that copy? What the? Okay. Alright, so we captured that. Stroke. I won't need to work on exactly what we do with you later. And then if we go to light stream, capture color. Oh no, that's stroke. Okay, well, you can kind of tell that's there. uh, no, not you. That's a percentage, not a... And I guess those technically should be background layers. Alright, so then we take... I pretty much need to have this for alignment for now. But this is in a different layer. Yeah, but I do kind of need my reference point at the moment. We need to stop using layers. So if we clone that, now why are you in rotate mode? How did I... Couldn't find rotate for the life of me, and now I can't get scale. Nope, we're missing bits. Maybe I should have grouped this first. No. I'm actually going to need to zoom in more for this. This is just too awkward. Oh, okay. Okay, so you're going to have to do something with that. And... we got all this. Well, I made a clone, but I didn't make a group of it. You know what? This thing's gonna have to be a group for now. No, we have to hit the object. So it's easier to handle. Then duplicate it. Okay, we go back to here. Clone that. Actually, isn't there arrange options? Objects bounding boxes. Rows and columns. If you did one by one, would it overlap them? Doesn't seem like what I want. Oh, you click it again to get rotation. Okay. That's the secret. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how that zoom out works. And we move that over a little bit, and I could probably move like all this stuff. So that's my light and dark reference. So it looks like that's going to need well, it might have to be fairly big to show up. Wait, and is that? Okay, I did duplicate that, but now we've selected the entire group currently. I want to go and select just that. Okay, so that's that. Wait. It's well, I don't know if this is the actual. I don't have any reference for how big this is. It's just visually about. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do. Dark mode. Dev tools off. Get that out of the way. Oh, and I selected the box again. Okay, the box. The box only. Let's make it red so we can see it. Okay, definitely not hitting the circles this time. Hmm. Oh. I could set it up so it only went outside the original box. That could be kind of nice. Okay, I am seeing it a little bit, yeah. So it is affecting both sides. So that gives that a little bit of contrast. Now, we still have to do a background. We could try to do that in here. So I guess we would use this as the background. Okay, so yes, it is that object. So stroke paint should really be nothing. Fill paint. Ooh, okay. So how do you get... That's not too bad, but these colors... Oops. They need to be a little bit lighter to show up on that. Okay. Now the awkward thing about this is that we're going to want to end up tilting it. And you know what? We should, after our earlier incident, we should, oh, because we did kind of save this as, let's save it as, you've got pictures, emotes, I know it wasn't found. I'm trying to save it as a file. Okay, so we save that. We close the program because it can't create new files. No. Open file location. We rename the file in place. We cut it. We move it to where we actually want it. And then open with Inkscape on the wrong monitor. Okay. Up, and then our file manager's in the way. Alright, now it's been saved. I might want to go ahead and try grouping this again. So we click it again, we get rotate. So now my question is, if I'm in this group, and the fact that we have, okay, we're in some group. If I then do aligned, oh yeah, aligned stuff. Well, I'm technically in two groups here, so it's a little... There's no good display of what group you're in. Pretty much the only way to figure that out is to go to the XML view. Okay, so there's that. That's all one group. That is 840. But now we're in 909. Which is just the top level thing, which should be rotated, I think? And that's still aligned to the global grid. So that's the problem with that. Well, we could use the duplicate strategy to keep one at normal orientation and one at rotated orientation. So we've got an entire head. If we clone it off to the side, we can do that. Then we can take this one. Oh, but we've duplicated it within the within the other copy. Which gets weird. Can I take this and remove it? Get out of everything. How do I... get out of... Okay, so there's... But now it's the rotated one, because I copied the wrong one. Oh, wait, does that apply the rotation as well? Man, I need a better way to get out of groups. No, that's the layer. Oh, it does apply the rotation. So for the effect I want, I have to have two layers of grouping. One where we can keep the original undisturbed object. And then this needs to have an extra layer around it to rotate it. Which unfortunately... well, I can rename IDs. I wasn't hoping yet to get that detailed. Oh, I could put the clone in another layer, but I still think it would get... still have their properties applied to it. Oh, there's the... Okay, there's the U's. SVG use. Where is it defining that? Hmm. Uh... Defs, maybe? Or somewhere down in here? Hmm. Not entirely clear where it's defining the uses at. Anyway. Oh... Yeah, I'm going to have to name these to keep track of what's going on. So that's the Rex. It's not really just... This is just... I think layer 1 was the original. So that's the group, which is... sort of our... Well, this is an ID. This is currently... the head. The uses I'm not sure about. So you're only that. Oh, you've got 2 levels of groups from messing around. Oh, I probably don't have like any of the properties. So that's the ID of the thing, not it's using that ID. So I think we can ungroup one layer and we'll still have a group for that. We've still got that. Okay, so you're like a side light. And this one... Well, it's definitely selecting that thing. And then this... Xlink href. G866. Oh, can I not rename that one? And then this broke. Yep. All right, that's all the things that are groups. Most of the individual arcs and stuff I'm not going to care about. It's just being able to keep track of which layer I'm in. That's pretty much... Right, so this is a use, so it's a single object. So to edit it, I have to go to here. And these were apparently... Rect. Yeah. Xlink href. Was it main stamp? No. Yeah, it was main stamp. Well, we'll just... Okay, so main stamp. Clone. I guess I could actually put them closer. Okay, it's an object versus... I'm not really sure how to guide this properly. Alright, so now we can see our contrast. How do I set up to work on this thing? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to take head out of here and put it off to the side. I need to clone that. Put it back into here. Oop. And then the clone can be rotated. Oh, except this is still in main stamp. Okay. So it's getting duplicated. All right, now we've got like a master element. And I suppose by that token, I should probably make this like a master element that gets copied, but that should be fixable if we need to do it later. All right, so main stamp, head. Oh, no, I don't want... Okay, so control preserves scale. Don't get good alignment there. So I think it's going to be something like that. Now... the starband stuff realistically should be kind of aligned to here, but it's going to kind of have to interlayer with this stuff, which makes it... This means I might have to do it here. And sort of counter apply some of the stuff. Layer 1, head. colors are going to be all wrong. All right, fill. Stroke none. Where'd my layering options go? Wait. I'm editing head. What did I clone? Wait, that's an ID. Okay, head. Make a copy. If I'm editing head, and I add an object. Okay, something weird happened in the way I was doing that. Okay, in main stamp, add this. That's probably not going to leave enough room for the arm. We'll have to see. Now, this is actually not how we want this. But it's a little awkward. This is a reflection of something that's level despite the helmet moving. So we do kind of have to account for the rotation here. And then, I guess the starband could be another oval. Maybe with a transparency effect. This one's going to have that same skew to it. Alright, so the fill for this one is none. Stroke. Yeah, we can do dots, but not like a useful... So we really want that more around here. Isn't there... I want to flip that. And actually use time for more water. I'll be back in a few minutes.
I'm gonna cover your hole with the rover. Oh yeah, there's rocks.
Okay, I should be good.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, you covered the hole with the rover, all right.
I'm inside the ground right now. I'm down here. This is where I am. Okay. Oh my god. How Don't worry, guys. We're ready to go explore the planet now. Oh shit, this is all cheaty, isn't it?
A hypochondriac, not because I'm a liar.
I'm just digging up stuff now. I think it's been a couple of minutes. I feel like it's been a couple of minutes.
Yeah, come into my womb. That sounds so weird. Oh god. I just realized. I just said something very stupid. Yeah, baby's cut.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Somebody said bear earlier, but... Omelet? Never enough bowls and plates. Never enough. What the fuck? Looks like this bear's gonna help me get a backpack. Where'd my steaks go? Fine now.
Welcome back. So, yeah, that's a little bit too much still. How... Well, that's one way to lighten it up. Not quite what I was expecting. I mean, I guess really what we... Wait, what? Oh, actually, blur is exactly what we want. Probably a little bit expensive, but exactly what we want. Oh, this is very awkward to size now. It's been rotated. Yeah, maybe we can do it in here. Okay, so that must be that thing. I was thinking that with that blur, I can give it a larger starting so it sort of shows up. And I guess it is a little subtle detail in the original. There's some other little highlights in there I'm not going to be as concerned about. And it's a little bit of a... This is already turning into a little bit of a mess here. What are you? Okay, so you're the main background. I think this might need to be a little bit darker. To contrast with some of the frame, and that will show up decent here. We're completely losing the helmet outline in the light version, but that's probably fine. Because this is still a pretty strong color. I might need to increase the side lights a little bit. Oh, and that is affecting both of them, which I guess kind of works out in this case. They're feeling a little bit big here because this thing blends into the background more. But that might kind of work. And you know what, actually, and then this probably gonna need to be up a little bit to allow for a little bit of body detail. Okay. So with the ability to rotate properly, we might be able to use an oval for the arm. This might... Oh, that's how you edit the gradients. Okay. So what we want is full opacity. Slightly different colors. No, actually that's the lightish side. Oh, they got dark quick. I guess it has to get that dark. And then stroke. Wait, what? Yeah, we're still in gradients. That got weird. And we never set that somehow? Never committed it? Unset paint. Ew. Oh, we have to pick a point. Got a little bit darker. Oh no, that's blur. Opacity 100%. Opacity 100%. We might need an outline for the light one. Mm. But I also want to do an outline on just this. Yeah, that's... Because that will be an outline of the entire object. Or it would be outline of the oval, not of the arm. Well, I guess I could... Could duplicate all the arm bits, layer them behind, and then give them an outline? So, speaking of which, can we just create duplicate? Man, it's actually kind of lighting on there. Okay, we switch to circle tool. And this is where it would be nice if we could kind of... I mean, maybe there's a... Create clip group. Object to path. Oh, union difference intersection. Maybe. And then once we got to a path, we could kind of tweak this bit. We're also going to have probably room for some kind of body here, which is... I don't know that it's really going to be any basic shape. Maybe I could do kind of a big oval. Might even be able to kind of work from this. I don't know if the gradient actually wants to go that way, but it does kind of go up to the helmet. And that one, well, there's a slightly different angle to it. It'd be actually more like going up to meet it. Nah, it's not big enough. Well, if it was big enough, we'd have to kind of trim the stuff up there. But it's an arc, we can do that. That doesn't really build out enough below. Yeah, we might have to freehand that a little bit. Spray objects? Well... Oh, I know what your problem is. Guess I've never used this before. Now, where is Inkscape? Program data, program files. So I've got the, it's sort of a prototype feature that hasn't made it to prime time precisely because of things like this. And, well, and other little glitches that prevents apps from writing to your documents folder, because that's exactly what a ransomware type of app would do if you weren't trying to do it. So do we have to relaunch for that? What about duplicate window? Okay, that went to the other monitor, which I guess could be fairly normal. Can we... Because it was able to do an emergency save to... Here. Okay, so apparently the root of it isn't protecting just documents. So now let's see. I should probably... Yeah. I need to change the file association on that. Alright, so if we just do something and hit save. Okay, we can save now. Mystery solved. So with that saved, what the heck does that do? Oh! I guess, yeah, there's probably uses for that. Erase paths. Create and edit gradients. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how that works. Anyway. We need just some sort of freehand object. And maybe Visor would actually be better for this. We might need a boundary. Might not. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's gonna be... Well, okay, so this is probably what the sculpting tool is for. No, it's only moving objects. So we're gonna want... Don't know how many points we're gonna need. Pop selection out of group. Linear drag to convert to a Visor segment. Aha. So I don't know if I got the points in the right position here, but... Wait, oh. Oh, that's just because of the weight, I think. Oop. If we cut the weight down, we'll have a... No, it's still a... Visor path isn't quite what we want. Only this object. Sculpt nodes. Oh, it's rotate only instead of full move. Okay. More shift. Oh. Preserve handle length while dragging. Okay. So I don't like that there's sort of to be pointy bits here. Actually, this is off screen, doesn't matter. Might still want to curve this a little bit, and then we have to figure out what actually is going to look good here. So we got a little bit of sort of head shape here. That's going to make that very tight. And a little bit more. I might actually have too many points. We want a little bit of in. almost. Just don't want that point there. Oh, we're in edit points mode. And then we have to figure out how do we, well, I mean, we could bring this up. That's... Yeah, we might need an outline in all of this. Oh, it looks decent in here. We're going to need probably something for that, but it's going to be... We're going to have to convert it all to path. Which is going to make things somewhat harder to fix up afterwards. Front, I can see the outline better in that one. I want a little bit of... Can we turn off snapping? Is that a preference? Interface? Grids? Selecting layers. That's a lot of options. Transforms. Snapping. Snap indicator. Wait. Before it disappears. Postpone as long as the mouse is moving. Well, that's something. I think that's not what we want. No. Maybe if I zoom in more, it won't be as sensitive. Uh. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's not as hypersensitive. Wait. Did I lose all of my previous edits? Also, what the heck am I... Like, if that's not it, then... What the heck's happening there? Oh, this thing has a white box around it. Awkward. I might be able to do that with layering. Or bring the helmet up, maybe? I know, we're in main stamp right now. Doesn't say we got selected. It's some use object. Okay, so this is something we cannot do at this scale. Okay, so you. Not points. This thing. Oh, right, because this is all part of the head. So we're kind of stuck with that. A little bit of bolts might be okay. It's starting to look a little bit healthier. Let me make sure I want this point here. And let's see, is there an overall... there's a little bit of shading underneath it, but maybe that's too much detail for us. So we think... I think it's just a rendering artifact, yeah. I think we still need to put a hand on here. We need to convert this to a path. Let's see, so the hand... I'd start with a rectangle. Then we're gonna need to path edit it. It's gonna be a little bit of a odd shape. Layer. And this is probably going to need a white outline to show up. And this is one of the awkward ones where it needs some outline, but I'm not sure I want the outline at the blue bit. Alright, so then I guess we could start with that. I'm in path mode. And get the fill. And this whole thing is actually going to have to move a little bit. Nip. Move mode. Now, there was something about object over. Object over. Nope, that does not work across objects. Well, the blue might not need an outline itself. It's just gonna look a little size different. And then we're gonna get the outline from that if we're not overlapping it. So I guess what we want to do is actually go up one and then edit this to be exactly on there. But now we sort of have a visual width difference. Between the two, because one of them has an outline. And snapping is making me angry again. Of course, now I can't see my reference points. Well, that was useful. Now I've got this like weird overshoot trying to compensate for the white line. Or this has to have a white line as well. But then you can't get in a clean... Well, I guess I could do multiple objects. One has an outline, the other one doesn't. Or you duplicate it and have another outline object behind it. It's actually looking a little bit small at scale. And then that outline. Give you an outline that ends up breaking across there, which we don't really want. Can't really do individual sides. Yeah, so we're going to have to end up making a copy of that where one of them has an outline and then gets sunk. So the overall thing has an outline. But they can still participate as an object. Alright, so now we've got a contrast issue here. That's going to be a whole bunch of path stuff on this. And then we also have to construct hose paths, but... And then at some point we're going to have to export this to bitmap, see what it actually looks like at its real size, other than something that feels about that size. Unfortunately, I want to eat lunch, and I do have to go out this evening, so... I got a late start today, and I won't be able to complete this right now. So probably I'll continue this effort next week. Tomorrow, I believe, is the sort of birthday party for 1 Hour 1 Life, so I'll probably be doing some of that coding in the morning. Or some modding and some patch imports. Alright, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Actually, we're right about the break of a song. Thanks for hosting. Let's see. I know I've had a few art people. I don't know if any of them are going to be on right now. So I'm normally, this is about when I'm usually streaming. Normally I'm doing code in the mornings, and then gaming in the afternoons. Sometimes some Stepmania in between. Okay, I don't see any other no other art stuff is jumping out at me here. Well, game I'm playing I've been playing. I think I'll probably do again Thursday. Is Astroneer. Looks like Simplistic Being is also doing some Astroneer. So I think he's been doing some pretty marathon streams, so I'm not sure what he's up to right now. If you're looking for someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Goodbye, and until next time.